He's such an icon, you know, and he's grown up to be sort of a myth in our minds, and it'll be interesting to see how if he'll disappoint us. You know, is he going to live up to be this god, or is he going to fall?
Almost no group was as important to Barack Obama during the election as young people. Their votes and work on his behalf were absolutely crucial. But it's still unclear how the momentum of what they helped accomplish will translate from campaigning into governing. The question was in the air on Inauguration night at the Youth Ball. The event was one part Washington, D.C. and one part MTV. The channel devoted a lot of resources and broadcast the ball live. They booked some stars to perform. Like most of the events held during the inaugural festivities, it was a small logistical miracle that it came together. The night before, the ballroom had hosted a large dinner put on by Barack Obama to honor John McCain. It put the ball's organizers, like Dave Starulnik, who headed up MTV's broadcast, in a tough spot.
It usually takes about this much time. We're kind of doing it in that much time.
Carla Hargrove McGill and Ron Bracco helped stage the actual event.
It's hard. I mean, Ron was up all night last night.
The event was geared to people under 35, with a large number of the tickets going specifically to those who had worked or volunteered for Mr. Obama's campaign.
What started out as an improbable journey was driven by, was energized by young people all across America.
This night was evocative of another from 16 years earlier.
I think everybody here knows that MTV had a lot to do with the Clinton-Gore victory.
Mr. Starulnik of MTV was there in 1993.
It was a moment in which young people felt like they had traction in this and they had achieved something.
The same can be said of the atmosphere today, and the question is how to channel that in the most productive way possible. Mr. Obama's answer is public service, which he stresses especially for young people.
It doesn't just happen in elections and campaigns. It's happened in service all across America.
Sometimes more pressing concerns intruded themselves for at least some of these former campaign workers.
You've realized your goals, and where do you go from that? I'm looking for a job right now.
The focus on public service also doesn't address the question of how young people's contributions will translate into actual power in the Obama administration. In fact, during his transition, Mr. Obama was often more focused on reaching out to former foes, such as Mr. McCain's dinner, than rewarding supporters. His rhetoric has also taken on a more official tone.
We remain a young nation, but in the words of Scripture, the time has come to set aside childish things.
It's just one of the many questions in the air, and the answer could have important implications, both for Mr. Obama's policies and his political future.
The future will be in your hands if you are able to sustain the kind of energy and focus that you showed on this campaign. I promise you,